d'entrée. Tu l'as vu. Elle demande au serveur et tout ça. Moi j'ai bu de l'eau, je viens de boire. J'arrive.
Hello everyone. As you know, for a knockout, I've managed to pretty much entirely lose my voice and had a doctor over to the hotel earlier today who advised against speaking, attending any parties, or any such thing. So it's really fantastic timing to happen. So in light of that, there's been a bit of a rejig in the plans. We didn't really feel it was appropriate to make a speech welcoming Annabelle to the family when I sound like Don Corleone from The Godfather. So with that, and Annabelle will be delivering my speech for me, and what better way to illustrate the vows that we've just taken of enduring partnership and support than to have Annabelle speaking on my behalf.
Good evening.
Sorry, and just so you know, she has not seen any of this before.
This is a cold read. Good evening, everyone. It is certainly hot, so please feel free to remove jackets and any other items of clothing you may desire. Anyone in a kilt for the first time, if you're really following the rules, you're supposed to be hanging free under there, so please do keep those on. Now, as someone who is used to speaking about numbers, facts, and inanimate buildings, a wedding speech about love and emotions is very much uncharted territory for me. Fortunately, though, as you will know, my wife is very well equipped to cover this for both of us. So to start with a point of admin, some of you have been asking about the connection with the table names and what Boris Becker, Rita Hayworth, and Chuck Norris could possibly have in common. Well, as someone's figured out, these are all redheads. Followers of Game of Thrones can now rest easy, as naming our table the Red Wedding was in fact a reference to the redheads and not a sign of the brutal massacre to come. But the color red doesn't just describe my wife's flaming locks. It is also the color of Marrakesh, a place lots of us have traveled many miles and endured many challenges to get to. So why are we all here? A city and a continent where only 3 of you actually live, besides the obvious reason that it is home to possibly the most amazing wedding venue we have ever seen. The answer is that Marrakesh has been a special place to Annabelle and I for almost 5 years now. So we are delighted that so many of you have made the trip and are able to spend some time exploring the city and the rest of the country. Annabelle and her parents have been coming for a much longer time than me, but within hours of touching down for the first time, I was given a thorough initiation and have loved it ever since. Barely out of customs, I was plied with whiskey, dazzled by acrobats, musicians, and belly dancers, and then presented with a pair of Michael's infamous tap dancing shoes and told to strut my stuff. The marks on the paving stones are still there, and I think Michael still bears the scars from an unfortunate drum flipping incident on a similar evening. Clearly the 70s reputation as a hot spot on the hippie trail and a place to really let loose lives on. And we're counting on you all to make sure that reputation is honored tonight. Incidentally, the parent side of the party taught us youngsters a thing or two last night, and we were clear winners of round 1, so we're all under pressure to step it up tonight and make sure it's not a whitewash. Returning to the subject of redheads, I turned to my wife, the star of the show. According to none other than Playboy magazine, redheads are like other women, only more so. This is certainly true of the new Mrs. Keith. Anyone with a Facebook or Instagram account will probably already know the story of how we met, and most of the stories since, but this is my chance to tell my side. We met in a pizza restaurant in Notting Hill 5 years ago, and now we live in Shoreditch. Annabelle will be available later if anyone would like detailed dates, times, and photos to fill in the gaps. But in a year where a £10 bet on Leicester City to win the Premier League would give you 50,000 back, more than More even than if Kim Kardashian became president, which would net you 40,000. I feel like the luckiest man of all, and the one who's really hit the jackpot. It's not often you meet such a stone-cold fox who is equally at home discussing the finer points of Geordie Shore or gangster rap as she is discussing 16th century poetry of John Donne. Annabelle has never met a crowd she couldn't win over. In the time we've been together, this has included West End theatre audiences, Moroccan ballet dancers, East London weightlifters, and countless others. As a shy and awkward Scotsman, this continues to amaze me, and I know I will provide lots more entertainment in years to come. Annabelle, Mrs. Keith, you look amazing tonight. I know, thank you. You look amazing tonight, and I can't wait for more highbrow and lowbrow adventures together. But as John Donne said, no man is an island, and for both of us, that couldn't be more true today. We feel very privileged and flattered to have you all here. So while this weekend is technically about us, it is also about you, an eclectic group as if ever there was. From the real estate world, we have architects, designers, developers. I'm sure he would welcome any donations to help his work supporting the struggling service communities of Malibu, St. Bart's, and East Hampton.